Hello and welcome to video 4 in the series Learning Cued Speech. This video, we're going to learn the last of the vowels and learn some more hand shapes as well. So, for lesson 14, we're going to review Q 6 and learn the diphthongs. For Q 6, it is no, he. Do you see how I went from side forward with no to he? No, he. I didn't go back to side. No, he. No, he hit Sim in the backbone. The bears. There's a knob on the broom, or there's a knob on the broom. Vincent, come see these funny feather ears. Aw, man, I bet he was there. And now to learn one of the last vowels. And these are tricky, so bear with me. This is the chin throat diphthong. And this makes the sounds oi and a. I remember it with the Yiddish oy vey, which means like an exasperated exclamation. Oy vey. So notice how my hand is moving from my chin to my throat. Oy vey. So this Q notation is the hand shape C for chin to 5T. So that will make sense in a minute. So you start with the hand shape that is before the diphthong sound. So before the oi or the vey. So for the word soy, that is hand shape 3. So we're going to start with hand shape 3 at the chin. Then we move to the throat position while opening to hand shape 5. So soy looks like that. Soy. Soy. Or we could cue boy. So the Q notation for soy is 3C for hand shape 3 at the chin. 3C hyphen 5T for hand shape 5 at the throat. But we hyphen it because it's one sound. It's the diphthong. And diphthongs are just two vowels mashed together. So, soy, boy, toy, or hey, bay, say. So more words with that one. We have toy, soy, Roy, soy sauce, ahoy. So straight from side down, to hoy, ahoy. Moist, moist, hoist, coin, annoy, mate, fate, hate, rain, stays, stays, favorite, may, Nate, and say. So now I'm going to add one list from activity 9. You pause here and then I will show you how to cue them all. We just did them all, but I want you to do them on your own. So here is list A from activity 9. So to cue them, we do toy, soy, Roy, soy sauce, ahoy, moist, hoist, coin, annoy, may, Nate, and say. So now for the last vowel, we have the side throat diphthong. Just like with the chin throat diphthong, diphthong is beating me up today, diphthong, and some people do say diphthong. They're both acceptable. This one will also open as it moves, but not from the chin, from the side. So this makes the sounds I and ow, I and ow. So we start with the hand shape that is before the diphthong. So in the word house, it would be hand shape 3 for, and then we start at the side. We move the hand to the throat position while opening to hand shape 5. Then for house, we have to come back out to the side for the final S sound. So house would look like that. House, 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 mouse, mouse. And the cue notation for house would be 3C hyphen 5T 3S. How? So just how would end at the throat. How. And the cue notation for how would be 3C hyphen 5T. How. Now to practice with that one. We can cue my, tie, high, sigh, night, rhyme, mice, minor, rice. Then we have ow, now, out, ounce, mouse, zout, which is fake, sour. I've seen 2 cues for sour. You can cue sour, or what I usually cue is sour, because I hear both those sounds in that word. I say sour, sour. But many people just cue sour. Our is the same way. Our or our. Depends on how you say it. And then we have counter. counter. So now we have this list. So you pause here and cue all 20 words, then we'll come back and I'll model them. We have crowns, mouse, bounced, knifed, crime, rhyme, count, fry, eye, vines, skies, skies, fights, size, cow, scout, route, hour, ow, rye, rights, and mount. Now to practice with some sentences. We have number 1. You cue it, then I will. Pause if you need because I'm going to move quickly. So pause, then unpause, and I will cue it. 1. There's a mouse in the outhouse. 2. You go ahead. I might not move tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is a tough one. 3. You go ahead. How are the town's mighty men? Number 4, you go ahead. How are they? And the last one, you go ahead. I may never know. I may never know. Now for more sentences, I will pause and let you cue them all, then I will cue them all. So you pause now and cue. Number 1. Hi, I'm a koi fighter. 2. See me kick at the mirror. 3. It takes time to make a business move. 4. A kick at the foot, face, eyebrow, or hair, whatever that means. Then 5. Take me there to hit my house. Now for 5 more, you pause here and then I'll cue them all after. 1. Make haste. He might fear my brown cow. 2. A tear comes to my numb face. 3. Ahoy, I'm so fussy. 4. Soy sauce makes me crazy busy. And then 5. Boy, am I a crusty crown. Now, for lesson 15, we're going to do some review. So, look at this chart. I'm going to make it take up the whole screen in just a minute, and I want you to work through cueing all of these sounds. So, pause here to look, and then we're going to go through the ones that are brownish, all of the diphthongs that we just learned. So pause here to look. Now I'm going to cue all the diphthongs in this chart. Starting with oi. So, moist, foyer, toy, hoy, roy, soy, thoy, coy, voyeur, zoy, boy, and noise. Now for A, may, fame, tame, hay, ray, say, they, K, vase, zany, bane, and name. Now for I, my, fight, time, high, rye, sigh, thy, kite, vine, Zionist, buy, nice. Now for ow, we have mouse, fountain, tower, how, route, sow, thou, cow, vow, thou, bout, and now. So now we're going to cue words that have both flicks and diphthongs. So, braves, saves, caves, baves, rainbow, natives, knifed, knives, mouths, strives, fives, triumph, arrives. Now, the only word I know with 2 flicks in a row, there may be more, but try triumphed. So now we're going to do activity 10.5, which is review of everything we have learned so far. So pause here. And now we'll go through them. O's, veins, scouts, rests, Owens, they, them, he, him, hers, bikes, booms, scenes, tracks, hats, rhymes, cores, crooks, kooky, traces, cats, moons, Royce, eyes, and cries. So now, cue in 7, pause right here, and we're going to go through it right now. I, starting at the side, I bet the baby boy knows 5 nouns. He makes our sour faces turn back to frowns. Meet me here. His hair seems icky. Can Obama come? So we did skip lesson 16. So now for 17. We have Q and 8, which we will do together. Then we have a new handshape 6. And then we will do some phonemic analysis of the QU sound. So, Q in 8, pause here and we will go through it. So, to cue it, we cue, how can he know 10 toys are in there? Mucky muffins fake out the Mike and Ikes. He caught her foot. Come to zoos. It's easy. And now for handshape 6. We have this handshape with 3 fingers tucked behind, and it looks like an L in ASL with the palm orientation flipped around. This handshape makes the sounds w, l, and sh, and its cue notation is 6. When we put this handshape on placements, we put the pointer finger. So that is the proper placement for that handshape. Now to cue it with all the vowels we've learned so far. We have we, work, weary, swoon, waw, when, where, Wookie, wacky, wicker, whoa, why, what, woy, waste, why, and wow. Now for the l, we have lee, learn, leery, loony, law, lent, Larry, look, last, lint, loan, la la la, luck, loiter, lame, lie, and louse. Now for sh, we have chic, shirt, sheer, shoe, shaw, shells, share, shook, shanty, shin, shown, shock, shuck, shoy, shame, shy, and shower. So now we're going to do activity 11. So pause here, then I'll cue them with you. We have love, war, woe, loaf, axolotl, laughter, letter, loom, lush, lovely, and mellow. So now we're gonna talk about the QU. QU in English makes two sounds. So we have k plus w. Another variation where we say just k. So words with qu are quit, quit, quote, quack, quadruple, quadraphonic, quality, quash, squirm, squish, and sequence. Now for just the k sound for QU words, we have quiche, croquet, conquer, antique, quinoa, quorum, and kazar. The qu is more common in English than just the k sound. So now to practice more with that, we have activity 11, list C. So pause here. We have quit, quote, listomania, lackey, quality, quash, squish, squirm, sequence, quiche, and loaf. So now to talk about syllabics. So if you look at a linguistic textbook, it will have syllabics, and that means that a sound, a consonant in English, takes on qualities of a full syllable. So we have nasal sounds like n and m. Those are nasals, 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 because the air moves through our nose. And then we have liquids. So we have l and r. And remember, liquids are sounds that have the qualities of a vowel. So syllabics, and I'm showing you this because I cue them sometimes, and also so do other people. So I want you to be aware. So purple, that ul sound can be cued as ul, or you can cue purple, because you can't really take the vowel out of that word. Pull and pull have the same sound, the sound, but you can't really take it out. So that is why you can cue them without going to side down for the So purple or purple. Bludgeon or bludgeon. Kitten or kitten. Bottom or bottom. Cycle or cycle. Button or button. Ribbon or ribbon. Little or little. Right? So with a syllabic R or R sound, we don't really do those in cued speech because we have the sound. We have that mouth placement with the built in. So runner, bird, sugar, or, and for all have that R sound built into a vowel. So we don't cue R's as syllabic. And I will say many people don't like syllabics, but it is a part of English if you look in the phonetics section of a textbook for linguistics. So I wanted you to be aware of those, but you don't need to cue them that way. You can and maybe should cue purple, not purple, but both are right according to phonetics. Now for lesson 11. Just kidding. Lesson 18. We will do activity 11 again, a different list this time. We will practice with some tricky sounds, and we will go over more flicks that have hand shape 6 in them. So, hand shape 6, some practice words. we have slow, swish, schwan, schwan, slacker, sweaty, sweeter, slave, facial, social, whitewash, unleash, stylish, establish, raspberry bush, Macintosh, nourish, satellite, British, initiation, lighthouse, likewise, Little Rock, leftovers, literacy or literacy, locomotion, liability, Louisiana, and whereby. Now, for some vowel practice, because I think the vowels are the hardest part of cueing, we have list A, ran, ron, run, rain. B, we have mauve, make, man, and Muffy. C, we have shake, shack, shuck. D, we have vain, van, vun, von. E, we have sack, sake, sock, soak, and suck. F, we have wall, whale, and wally. And G, we have back, bake, buck, and bach. And we can cue some new flicks. We have shift, slaves, shelves, lift, laughed, Walsh, selves, Welsh, and their selves. Now for Q&9, we have this. So pause here and we'll go through it in a few slides. Now to cue list 11 before we move on to the next lesson. So pause here. Now we have swim, slim, assassination, assassination, vulnerability. I do my final Y, which is any word that ends in Y. I do it sometimes at my throat, but I'm trying to change to my mouth for the E sound. But before, when I first learned cued speech, final Y was done at the throat. If you see that throughout this series, that is why. So I would change that to vulnerability. Malls, Ellis, flaw, lush, way, we, louse, and love. So now, lesson 19, we will review that cue-in. We will learn handshape 1, and we will talk more about minimal pairs. So we have Cheyenne's winter shoes annoy everyone. It makes me want to say I won't have her terrible squash. How can he know 10 toys are in there? Fuzzy fuzz. That was cue-in 9. Now we're going to move to handshape 1. Handshape 1 is the sounds p, d, and zh. So I use the phrase deep treasure, d, p, zh, to remember that. It is just the pointer finger, and the cue notation is 1. So some words are dad, kid, and window for the d sound. Then we have please, apple, and up for the p sound. And then we have beige, vision, and cashmere for the zh sound, which this sound zh is hard to recognize, at least for me, so we will have a ton of practice with that sound. So now practice with handshape 1. Look at these words and cue them, and then I will cue them with you. So we have A, we have D, der, dude, dawn, den, dad, doe, da, duh, dime, dame, and doy. Then we have P, per, poo, pawn, pen, put, pat, pit, po, papa, pine, pain, poison, and power. Then we have a few words with zh, but the next slide is all about zh. So, Jacques, measure, au jus, and composure. So now we have so many words with zh. We have Asia, azure, closure, leisure, Persia, seizure, version, amnesia, aversion, casual, collision, composure, conclusion or conclusion, corrosion, decision, erosion, and explosion, casually, disillusion, television, visualize, collage, garage, mirage, prestige, triage, concierge, entourage, and sabotage. So this is a tricky sound, and we do not use it a ton in English, but we do use it, so practice with this more if you need. Now we can cue more minimal pairs, which are words that differ in one sound. So we have p and b, which look the same on the mouth. So we have pat and bat. Zh and sh are the same visually. So we have Jacques and shock. Then we have dazed and tased. Pat, bat, Jacques, shock, and daze and tase. So that is it for this video. Next time we will learn a few more new things and practice more of what we already know. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful for you.